It's the first day of Hansi Flick as the new coach of Football Club Barcelona, guys. Today we are welcoming the beast himself, Hansi Flick. Welcome to Barcelona. Today he joined Mr. Deco de Sousa in the sports city of Football Club Barcelona. And great news, guys, is that he's gonna have to take important decisions. In fact, in today's video, I wanna cover the 8 important decisions that Hansi Flick is gonna be taking ahead of the start of the competitions, the official competitions, in which we strive, of course, to the sextuple, to all the titles possible. Of course, you gotta strive for the highest with this team, Football Club Barcelona. So, of course, guys, we gotta welcome Hansi Flick himself. Let me go back. This is the picture, guys. This is the picture that we saw today that is getting me hard already, because Hansi Flick is in the Sports City already planning with Deco de Sousa. Of course, Hansi Flick has a lot of ideas, and Deco is going to tell him exactly what he's going to be able to do, what he's not going to be able to do. Well, I really hope that we come to good conclusions, and that we really hope that that Hansi Flick gets what he wants. And of course, Barcelona, in terms of finances, gets a recovery. So, starting in the 8 big decisions, of course, the first big decision comes with the preparation of the Barça tour, guys, because Barcelona is going to go on tour just 15 days after the final of the Euro Cup, guys. The final of the Euro Cup is being played on the 14th of July. Okay, it's going to be played in Germany. I hope that Barça players get as far as possible, because this means that we have quality players, and of course the value of our players is going to be increasing. But also, on the other hand, I don't want our players to get tired, to possibly get injured. I remember Pedri, for example, getting completely destroyed in 4 years ago in the last Euros, where he even played the Olympic Games. Yeah, there's also Olympic Games this year. I really hope that none of the Barca players play both competitions. I hope that we learn from our mistakes. But certainly, guys, Hansi Flick has to prepare this well. Okay, has to prepare this well, because the first game in the Barça tour, in the USA Barça tour, is going to be against Manchester City itself, Mr. Pep Guardiola. We're going to be playing Real Madrid, and we're going to be playing AC Milan. The first game is on the 30th of July, just 16 days after the final of the Euros. I really hope that we're ready. I really hope that that our team is already fresh, somewhat relieved, and has been able to recover from the Euros, and that Hansi Flick has everything that he needs in order to play this competition with the best cards possible. This is gonna be, guys, the first game of Hansi Flick with Football Club Barcelona, no other than against Mr. Pep Guardiola himself, with very strong Manchester City. So this is the first big decision that Mr. Hansi Flick is gonna have to be taking. Who is going to be lining up in this team, and of course, who is going to be who's going to be starting, right, in this Barca on tour. Of course, a big preparation. On the other hand, guys, it's still the definition of the members of the staff, because it is not clear yet. By the way, I see my people from Ghana. I see a lot of people. Tommy Gunn here in the chat. Guys, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. It's also very great to know. And smash the likes if you haven't done so already. You can subscribe, support the channel. It's free, guys. Come on, smash the likes. So, Mr. Hansi Flick still needs to complete his staff. Here in the picture, we have 2 confirmed members. Their names are Marcus Sorg and Tony Tapalovic. Okay, of course, they're unknown for me. Apparently, they worked with Hansi Flick before. We have a third name. His name is Heiko Westerman. He's not on the picture, but these are the 3 names of the Barca Hansi Flick staff. He's gonna have to complete the stuff in the next few days, in the next few weeks. And well, of course, these are decisions that he still needs to be taking. Not only the squad, in terms of the squad, but also in terms of his staff. Of course, I think the nucleus of the staff, it's this one, and I think it's pretty defined already. Moving on, guys. It's Barça B, guys. Laporta said it. Barça B is the cornerstone of this club. You know, Barça B, when I mean Barça B, I mean the academy, I mean La Masia, all the teams that are behind. Of course, Hansi Flick is going to have to decide which players are going to be coming up into the first team. You know what I mean? We have great players. We have Marguiu, we have Mikel Faye, you have Casado, Noah Darwich, Hector Font. I mean, of course, maybe we've seen Marc Casado, we've seen Hector Fort sometimes, you know, Marguiu, but very few minutes here and there. But they're literally wanting to break through. They're literally pushing in hard. And Hansi Flick, you know, in the terrible economical situation of the club, still, we're going to have to make a step up. Who are the names? Who are the names that he's going to be picking? Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Of course, in terms of the actual squad, we have the dilemma of the Joaos. Which player is going to be staying? Which player is not going to be staying? To be honest, I'm not seeing too much, for example, Felix being part of this team and playing the way Hansi Flick wants. It would be a little strange to me because I see Joao Felix as a very, I don't know, like, you know, independent player, like a player that doesn't follow the rules. Hansi Flick seems like such a general, you know. I just don't see Joao Felix in the team. But of course, Barcelona knows that Joao Felix, Joao Cancelo are tremendous players, and then if we can keep them on loan, then of course there are great market opportunities on the hands of, in terms of Joao Cancelo. I think that Joao Cancelo has a little bit more of an attitude. I think that Cancelo can certainly maybe stay in this team easier. You know, I see him as an easier adaptation. But when Hector Fort played instead of Cancelo, he did a very, very good job. Don't let me disrupt Cancelo, but this is the truth. I know Cancelo is a very passionate guy, but the truth is that Hector Fort is pushing in hard, and Hector Fort earns a tenth of what Mr. Joao Cancelo earns. Moving on, guys. Follow decision. Guys, big decision. Vitor Roque, Tigrinho. What's going to happen with Tigrinho? Very few chances with Xavi. There were rumors saying that Xavi doesn't like Tigrinho, that he doesn't understand the concepts of football, basic concepts. I even got leaks, guys, leaks from very within the club, guys, of screenshots of Xavi saying that he just doesn't understand why Vitor Roque is here. In fact, Vitor Roque wasn't supposed to arrive during the winter, guys. He wasn't supposed to arrive during the winter. He was supposed to arrive now. Okay, but of course, after Gavi's injuries, we managed to fit in Vitor Roque into the squad due to the financial fair play that was being opened after Gavi's long-term injury. So Laporta decided to bring in Vitor Roque already, so he could have some practice, you know, and he could start rolling it up, you know. Unfortunately, it wasn't too good for Vitor Roque. It seems that he didn't quite fit under Xavi in that Xavi team. Of course, it's gonna be a new era for Vitor Roque under Hansi Flick. It's gonna be a new start, fresh start, and I think that Vitor Roque is gonna have good chances of demonstrating what he can do. And I really hope that Vitor Roque, of course, 18 years old, he's a very young, he's kind of shy, you know, timid, and in Barça is a lot of exposure, a lot of pressure, and I hope that this first 6 months suffering a little bit helped him to react. You know, he needs to react now. He needs to start showing up what he can do. I really hope that Tigrinho can explode under Hansi Flick. And guys, let me know your thoughts. If you have any thoughts, then let me tell you. I see my people from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Zambia, from Kuwait. Guys, incredible people. Thank you very much. I see Alien from Mars. We're all around the world, even outside the planet Earth, of course. Moving on, guys, and in the last topics, of course, we still have a few topics. One of them is Ansu Fati. Hansi Flick has said that he wants to speak to Ansu Fati. What does he want to tell to Ansu Fati? Does he want to tell him to leave? Does he want to tell him to stay? Ansu Fati made an interview a few days ago saying that he's at 100%, saying that he wants to stay in the club, saying that he really wants to shine in this team, that he wants to impress Hansi Flick. I think that Ansu Fati is going to get a shot in the preseason. Of course, we still have a long time until the preseason, guys. The first game is the 30th of July, guys, in literally more than a month and a half. Therefore, Barcelona is in an economic struggle. Ansu Fati can be a departure. We can maybe cash in 20 million for him. I remember when they were offering 100 million for him. Remember? PSG offered 100 million, 150. Of course, we declined at that moment because it seemed that Ansu Fati was going to be like the next Messi or something. Unfortunately, Ansu Fati has undergone several injuries, and it's not the same. You know, he didn't have a good season in Brighton, to be honest. He did score a few goals here and there, but not too much of a shine, you know. So, by the way, guys, I see 49 likes. Come on, smash the like button. We're here, more than 150 people watching. So, in terms of Ansu Fati, guys, I think that Hansi Flick is going to give him a chance. At least in the training sessions. Of course, Ansu Fati is not going to the Euros, so he's going to be training from the first day with Hansi Flick. If I was Ansu Fati, I would go to the training court right now to show Hansi Flick my determination and my desire to play. But anyways, we will see. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on. You might wonder who this guy is. Well, he is Mikel Merino. Mikel Merino is the central defensive midfielder, one of them of Real Sociedad. The pivot position, the CDM position in Barcelona has been key for decades. Of course, Sergio Busquets played an incredible role in this position for more than a decade. And after his departure, we are struggling now to replace him. Frenkie de Jong, Oriol Romeu, even Gundogan at some point. Well, of course, we need to find a replacement. And I show you Mikel Merino because it's the most probable, easier signing. Of course, Guido Rodriguez, Betis player, has been discarded after we had a pre-agreement with him. And he has been discarded, okay? Because we had a pre-agreement, verbal agreement with him. But of course, Hansi Flick said, no, I don't like the guy, then we let him go. Kimmich and Zubimendi, of course, are the priority. Kimmich, German player, we all know Kimmich, Bayern Munich player, played under Hansi Flick in Bayern and played also in the national German team under Hansi Flick. And Zubimendi, he is the CDM, also co-CDM of Real Sociedad. Both are expensive. Okay, 60 million, around 60 million, 50, 60 million. Mikel Merino is ending his contract in 2025, so next year, in 1 year's time. And Real Sociedad would be keen to let him go for about 30 million, okay? So, or maybe less. So, therefore, I think Mikel Merino would be the easiest signing, taking into account that we're broke. Take into account that. Of course, Guido Rodriguez would have been easier because he was coming as a free agent. But anyways, Mikel Merino, big possibility. Moving on, guys. In terms of the winger, we have heard rumors, and it seems that it's growing and that there is some interest from Barcelona with Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, player that 27 years old winger from Liverpool, Colombian player. Look, I'm not so sure about Luis Diaz. They're saying that if we sign Luis Diaz, then we have to sell Rafinha. Luis Diaz has a contract until June 2027. Okay, transfer market values the player at 75 million euros. I don't think we're getting this player for less than 60 million euros. Okay, so we don't have that kind of money now. Of course, it depends on the payment terms, right? If Liverpool says, okay, you can pay me 5 million euros a year for the next, I don't know how many years, then great. Okay, that would be cool. If we need to pay 60 million just in cash right away, then we're fucked, pretty much, you know, and sorry for my language, but it's the truth. I would keep Rafinha. Rafinha has been playing really well. Why sell Rafinha when he's at his prime? You know, I just don't understand that. Although I understand Luis Diaz can provide a lot to the team. So honestly, I would prefer another signing, and I would go for Nico Williams if we have to spend that kind of money. Nico Williams is a younger player. He's a Spanish player. Nico Williams on one side, Lamine Yamal on the other. Forget about Luis Diaz. Forget about him. Forget. Luis Diaz, no. Nico Williams, yes. And at last, guys, I think, is there a last thing? No, there's no. We went through the 8 topics, guys. So make sure to let me know what you guys what are your thoughts, and let's do a quick Q&A because it's always right. I see Pinky saying Williams is injury prone. I hope not. He did have a couple injuries this season, but he's a young guy. You know, he's young. He's growing as a player. And let me know what you guys are thinking. I see my people from Sierra Leone, from Jamaica, from Croatia, from everywhere around the world. Elias says, me, Ansu Fati, and Nico Williams. Elias, you are very positive. I like your motivation. Patrick says, we won't sign anyone if we don't get to the one-to-one rule. I mean, don't get me wrong, we can still sign somebody if we don't get to the one-to-one rule. That's the truth. We can still sign somebody. Ashoy says, can we finally sell Lenglet this summer? Well, I really hope so, but I don't think that it's about selling. I think it's more about letting him go, unfortunately. Because Lenglet, I don't know. I haven't heard about Lenglet in a while, you know. But of course, he's going to be coming back. And Jess says, don't sell Victor. Lewandowski is old and already injured. Well, I hope that Lewandowski has a turnaround this season under Hansi Flick, and I knock on wood. I want to see the best of the German. Bright Aqua says, Kimmich should be signed. I agree with you. The Gold Magine says, hey Alex, what happened with Rafinha if Barça gets Nico or Diaz? Well, the truth is, as we said, is if Barcelona gets Nico Williams or Luis Diaz for 60 million euros, is because we have sold Rafinha before for hopefully a higher amount. I mean, I would only sell Rafinha for about 100 million. But who's gonna buy Rafinha for 100 million if you can sign Nico Williams for 60 million? I mean, you know, let's come back to reality. Let's come back to the world, you know. And Concern says, how are you so fluent in English despite being Spanish? Also, how widely is English spoken in Spain? That's a great question, my friend. Thank you so much for your question and concern. Well, I did live abroad many years, including England, including Switzerland. And that's where I got my English from. Of course, I'm Barcelona born. I lived most of my life in Barcelona. And is it widely spoken in Spain, English? No, not at all. People have a very basic English. You know, people can't really speak that fluently. It's a problem. Stefan says, no, not Diaz. Upile says, Alex, me from Malawi, my people from Malawi. MG says, I miss Camp Nou. Tired of this Montjuic. Me too, because Montjuic is very far. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna go the next first 6 months to Montjuic. Next season, I have taken the decision. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go, and hopefully I'll be returning to Camp Nou, and we will have vlogs yet again in the new Camp Nou. Walid says, how old are you, Alex? Guys, guess how old I am, guys. Come on, I'm gonna give you a hint. I'm from the 90s. Flax, do you have an iPhone or Android? You know what? I have both, iPhone and Android. My people, Elias says I'm 30, Walid says 27, Anurag says 27. Well, at the moment, none of you have guessed it. Stefan says, we gets guten Kasse. I don't know what that means. I hope there's not a swear word. Milan says, I'm from Switzerland. Did you like it? Awesome. Switzerland is a great place. I love Switzerland, and I hope that I go back to Switzerland at some point because beautiful country. Teofolius says, Barça should go for Nico Williams instead of Luis Diaz. Nico Williams is more skilled, younger, and also knows the league. I agree with you. I see a lot of guesses, 28, 29. My people from Thailand, Joe from Thailand, all the best, my friend. 30. Lacazette says, Nico and Ansu is perfect for the left wing position. Root says 34, 33, 28, 25. Guys, come on, none of you have guessed it right so far. None of you, guys. I see 33, 34, 32, 67. Ashnoy says, is the Bernardo Silva rumors over? Looks like we chose De Jong over him. Of course. Bernardo Silva is over. For sure. It's over for sure. Walid says 32, 25, 25, 34, 35, 26. No, guys. No, not yet. Come on. Yeah. The gold machine, 31. There you go. You got it. I'm 31 years old. Guys, it took you a while, man. Come on, you guys were guessing like crazy. I'm 31 years old. My people from Ghana, legend from Ghana. Luis Fego says, Alex, I think we should sell Inigo. Let Inigo leave and then replace him with Faye. You know, Inigo is a tremendous player, experienced player that can play a final of the Champions League if you need him. Faye, I think, you know, we watch too many YouTube videos and stuff like that. I don't think Faye is prepared. He hasn't played a single first team game so far, and he would need preparation. I think that Inigo, taking into account that he has a short-term contract, etc., I think it's a good addition to the team, you know, despite him being a little injury prone. But anyways, guys, we're gonna quit it now. We're gonna finish it now. Thank you so much. You guys are great people. Make sure to smash the likes. More than 200 people now, 76 likes only. Come on, guys. If everybody smashed the like right now, we would be trending, and this would be an amazing journey, an amazing day, an amazing video. So guys, make sure to support the channel. Make sure to support Blaugrana Planet. This is your channel, guys. I'm here because of you, and I love every single one of you. All the culés around the world. You deserve the best and the greatest. So thank you so much, guys. And now, and as I always say, visca el Barça, visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video. Vamos!